Hi friends, Wizdy here, welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. Recently Raid has been throwing some crazy promo codes at new players that allows you to get multiple legendary champions from day one to start your Raid journey. So whether you are a new player that want to start a Raid account, a player who's been playing for just a short time and want to try your luck and start a new account with a stronger start, or whether you are a player who've been playing the game for a little bit of time and want to start a second account that might get luckier and have a very strong start to it, whether you're any of those, you will be a little bit confused because some of these promo codes are exclusive. You can use only one of them. And the question now is, which one of them is best? Which one of them will give you the best start ever while starting your Raid account? That's what we'll talk about today. I'll tell you which one I believe is the best and why I think it's so. But just a couple of things to get out of the way before we start talking about the promo codes. First thing is that I see some of the older players, that's why the thumbnail is sort of a joke on this, complaining about that Raid is giving free Void Lego champions, or at least two that we know of right now, to new players from day one, while older players might not get a Void Lego from a shard, let's be specific about this, for over a year of playing. Is this actually fair or not? And yes, I believe it's fair. I'll tell you why. If you've been playing Raid for over a year, yes, you might be unlucky and never pull like a Void Lego out of a shard or pull a bad one, but at the end of the day, you got a chance to get multiple free login champions just by playing the game that newer players will never have a chance to get the same. You can have Ninja, you can have strong champions like Alice, Loki, just for logging into the game and playing it over time. So there must be a mechanic for newer players, especially with the new game areas that they are opening all the time, to catch up a little bit faster. Otherwise, it won't be fair to newer players. So yes, I'm completely fine and I think it's fair that newer players get those promo codes and the Legos from day one to help them catch up faster to older players. And again, it's a chance maybe for you if you want to start a second account, which brings me to the second comment before we jump into the promo codes. Second comment is this game is very intensive when it comes to time. So if you want to play it well, if you want to progress and enjoy the game at a higher and higher level from month to month and maybe even from year to year, it's very difficult to maintain two accounts. You is the max, and that would be eating time from you doing other hobbies or playing other games. So just think quite well before you start that second account. This out of the way, let's now talk about the promo codes. You mainly have two kinds of promo codes that are exclusive. You can only use one of them when you're starting your new Raid account. I'll talk about the first category, which is the starter links. Starter links will give you one legendary champion and a few epics as you go from level 1 to level 40 or 50 or whatever. There are a few of these codes that you can choose from, and they usually give you one legendary champion as soon as you start playing, and then a few epics as you rank up through the game. The two main categories of them are giving you either Elenaril or Karato Fox Hunter. Karato Fox Hunter is mostly, if you just type Game Leap as one word and Raid, you'll find a bunch of influencers belonging to the Game Leap group, and then they are all offering similar promo codes that gives you Karato Fox Hunter. But there are other sponsored channels that are giving you Elenaril instead with another few epics, like Fastidious, for example. He's back to playing Raid. One thing to keep in mind, if you use one of those starter links, that cannot be a referral account. So if you want to do referral accounts to get Jamarsa and Kronam, who are still really good, at least for Faction Wars, Kronam is still super strong for dungeons all the way to endgame. So if you want to do referrals, you cannot use one of those starter links, but you can use the promo codes that we'll talk about in the second category. So Karato versus Elenaril. Which one of them is better? Let's first talk about the Lego option there. Elenaril will give you poisons and HP burns, while Karato will give you mainly a strong spirit, green affinity nuker or damage dealer that has block active skills on his A2 or A3, which is very useful in arena and in dungeon waves early game. In my opinion, they are both equally good. What will make the difference is the combinations of epics that comes with them. If we talk about the epics and which epics are the best ones, I'll put a couple of links in the description below for you to use if you want to. The main things here is that almost all the links give you Tagore. Tagore is an epic reviver, speed booster. He's sort of apothecary epic, puts a shield and all of that stuff. Tagore is great, you'll get him from most of the links, so that's okay. Where it comes to differences here, you have Vergis in some of those links, and Vergis is a very strong ally protector with some buffs. He's an underrated champion, only highlighted even on the channel if you watch some of my older videos as a way to solo Scarab King in Doom Tower. But he's very good and he can be your way, your key to Ultra Nightmare or Nightmare Clan Boss, because ally protection is very strong in this area, unless you get lucky of course with an unkillable champion or two that will help you build an unkillable comp. So Vergis is one of the champions that doesn't exist in all of the links, the starter links, and I prefer for you to choose one that got Vergis in it. And then you'll get Tagore in most of them. You'll get Mausoleum Mage. Mausoleum Mage is also underrated. I think he's great. So if you find the link that will give you both Mausoleum Mage and Vergis, that's going to be great because lots of combinations there. But the key factor for me that I didn't know about, from Vulcan and Odd One, this is the link that I'll put in the description below because I think it gives you the best starter link, is that there are a couple of links that will give you also Deacon Armstrong when you get to level 45. Deacon is one of the strongest epic champions in the entire game, so don't miss a chance if you're starting a new account to get your Deacon. I'll put a video for Odd One and he has the links in his description so you can go support him and Vulcan Raid as well. But this is the link that will give you Vergis and Deacon Armstrong and Tagore as well. And it will give you Ellenarol, which is okay. As I said, I'm neutral between Ellenarol and Kratofox Hunter. So this out of the way, let's now jump to the exclusive promo codes that you can use only one of on day one in your first 24 hours of playing the game that will give you a strong legendary champion to boost your account in day one. Of course, what everyone is talking about now is the Void Legos. So we have 2 Void Legos available from those promo codes, Tuhanarok and Supreme Galek. And we have also a few non-Void but very strong legendary champions like Alice and Sigmund. Which one should you choose? Which one should you go for? Depending on the strategy, which link did you use, and also what's your strategy in playing the game. I'll give you my advice. So the first piece of advice that I will give you, don't put this promo code as soon as you start. Why? I'll tell you now. Because if you play actively when you start the new account for a couple of hours, you will basically beat normal campaign. And when you beat normal campaign, what you'll get out of it, you'll get one ancient shard, you might get another 1 or 2 from missions, but the main thing is that also you'll get 2 void shards. So you might get lucky out of these 1 ancient and 2 void shards or whatever that you'll get within the first hour, and see which champion epic, or maybe you'll get lucky with a Lego, which champion you get. Because if you get a strong damage dealer, then you better go for a more support-like champion, Sigmund or Tuhanarok for example, not for Supreme Galek or Alice, because they are both mainly damage dealers. While on the other hand, if you get a strong epic or Lego support champion, then you can go for more damage. You can go for Supreme Galek or Alice for example. So just wait for an hour or so till you beat normal campaign, see your luck from those couple of shards, and then you can put the promo code in the first 24 hours and get your strong champion. As I said in the beginning, and you'll also see them in the thumbnail of the video, we currently have 7 legendary champions that you can use one off to start your raid journey. I'll start by excluding the 2 weakest ones in my opinion. They are by no means bad champions. They are really good and strong champions that you can use and you will be using for all of your raid journey if you get them. But comparing to the others, they are not as strong. So let me exclude Rurak and Loki. Because if we, and I won't dive into the kits or anything. Rurak is one of, I think he's the weakest one. And then Loki got a lot of usability by the way, so he is a strong champion, but compared to the other champions that can help you start your raid journey, I think he falls a little bit behind. So that leaves us with 5 champions to choose from. One of them is Alice. Alice in my opinion is the strongest campaign farmer out of all 7. So from the get-go, if you get Alice, she will help you farm campaign, get your first, second and third 6 star from the other champions and all of that stuff. Her A2 and A3 are very strong, putting enemy skills on cooldown, useful in arena, useful in wave content. You won't regret picking Alice if you do. But because she's just a strong damage dealer, which is not your top priority, Kayle will do you okay at the beginning, your starter champion. So you can skip Alice, though she's an amazing champion, because she's not giving you enough additional utility other than damage. That leaves us with 4. Monkey King, that will give you Wukong, and then we'll have the 2 Void Legos and Sigmund the High Shield. Someone might put in the comments that he thinks that Sigmund is lower than Alice or some of the others, but Sigmund is very strong. As a support champion, the buffs that he puts there and the debuffs that he puts in the enemy are very strong in supporting your account progression everywhere. Nubrates picked Sigmund for H8 free-to-play challenge this year, and he helped him amazingly progress his account as opposed to the champions that everyone else picked. So Sigmund is not to be underestimated here. He's one of the strongest ones. So I will put Sigmund and Wukong at the same level. Wukong is amazing. Wukong is very strong, and you'll keep using him in arena and everywhere. His debuffs and how strong he hits and his passive, he basically revives himself, is amazing, and there is nothing like it in the entire game. So Wukong is very strong, and Sigmund is probably the strongest support champion out of all of the bunch. I'll put them on a level in the second place, but then we'll discuss the Void Legos, because I believe they are your strongest options to start the account. We have Tu'Hanarok and Supreme Galek. As I said, one of the major factors in helping you decide which one of them will be your starter is to wait and see what you'll get from normal campaign when you beat it. Tu'Hanarok is one of the strongest support champions, and I love her design, by the way. And what I like about Tu'Hanarok, I don't have her on my main account, which is a pity. I don't have either of them actually on my main account. So Tu'Hanarok with her passive, cleansing the champions, putting heals, she got two of the best buffs for the team, increased defense and increased speed, 2 of the strongest buffs to put on the enemy, and her A1 hits really hard. So Tu'Hanarok all in all is an amazing support champion that hits hard, while Supreme Galek on the other hand is a strong damage dealer with some great debuffs. These 3 debuffs will help you everywhere in the game. His passive is great, and he can be your campaign farmer from the get-go, so he's really an amazing champion to choose. So it's a very tough choice between Supreme Galek and Tu'Hanarok. But the number 1 spot in my opinion goes to Supreme Galek for one main reason. If you use the starter link, you will get Vergis and Tagore, if you follow the advice that I've been telling you so far. These are 2 solid support champions. So you will get enough support between these 2 that you lean towards getting more damage and those crazy good debuffs. While if you choose Tu'Hanarok, you'll have too many support champions on your hand and not enough damage to boost your progress fast enough. So in my opinion, if you're going to start a new account using all of the promo codes and the stuff that we've been talking about through the video, Supreme Galek is your best choice for that day 1 promo code. If you want even a crazier account, my alt is up for grabs in the description below. The giveaway is still ongoing. Check the video, like and subscribe and all of that stuff, and comment on the video with the keyword, and you'll be eligible to get this crazy account. Let me know in the comments below. Is all of this promo code craziness tempting you to start a new raid account? Someone was even asking me if I'm starting a new free-to-play using all of those great promo codes. Let me know if you want me to do this or not in the comments below. As always, I hope this was useful. Thank you for stopping by today. I'll see you in the next time.